Welcome back to the Scrub Melt channel. I'm gonna take a look at the wiring diagram on this here wine fridge. I doubt we're gonna do anything to it because it's probably broken in the compressor. I might plug it in and see if it works, obviously. People say they replaced the relay, it still didn't work. Pretty simple system, so if anything else, it's gonna be way too expensive to fix and make it worth it to sell. So this guy, I have a feeling it's got a problem with the auto choke. I didn't look at it yet, but it's definitely gonna need a carb rebuild at the least, or at least clean, because it poured all the gas out. So I'll look at that later, maybe today too. And I might have a dead raccoon under my other shed. Lovely. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to look at this. And I got a microwave that's old as heck, so it's probably got copper transformers in it, which would be nice. So I'm gonna get that back here. So let's go. Let's get this stuff started. And there it is. Another GE Space Maker. Damn. It's awfully heavy, so we're gonna see what she weighs. Put you right there. A little better. She's a heavy one. Nothing else here. Nothing in there. 75 pounds. Told you she's a heavy one. Let's get some wiring. And I'm guessing a couple transformers out of this bad boy. At least one. And it's gonna be copper. I can almost guarantee. And a giant piece of silver plate in there. Well, silver, whatever, pad. So I'm gonna rip her apart. We'll come back. I'll show you when she's cracked open. You've seen me do it a million times. I'm gonna remove some bolts, some screws here and there, crack her open. Done it a million times. We'll do it a million more. We'll be right back. Okay, I got her all busted open. Sorry, animal control came and took a almost dead raccoon out of my yard under my shed. I don't know if it got hit or if it's got rabies, but I don't want to deal with it. Let them bring it to wherever and get rid of it. Alright, so we're looking pretty good here. I'm peeking in there. And that sure as heck looks like a copper transformer. I like it. I discharged the capacitor because this thing is an antique and it probably does not have a discharge circuit, especially since it's got a little warning label right there. That paper was over there, and there's a little warning on it. Can't really see it. There's your little warning label, because this thing's so old it doesn't discharge itself like the new ones do. And I'm not going to take much off here. I'll cut the wiring out. I'm obviously taking a transformer out. That's a motor. That's a motor. So those two will come with me. Other than that, cord. I'll take the silver buttons. And that's probably as far as I will go with this, because I think there's nothing else on the other side. Didn't really check. Yeah, nothing there. I wouldn't see why there would be. Everything's over here. Oh, it's easier to easier to pop the top. Makes your life easier, that's all. This thing's so old, it gets bolted through the front, through the back, into the plate, and through the top. That's how heavy this thing is. These old ones, I've taken one of these out. The first time I ever took one out, it took me forever to figure out that there's through bolts all the way through. See that big bad boy there? Runs all the way to the front. You gotta unscrew that from the backing plate. It's back there. It connects to the backing plate, which I don't have. But yeah, these things are ancient. Probably from the 80s. Still runs, of course, but nobody wants them. They're disgusting. It's old. It's greasy. But anyway, I'll cut everything out of here, and I'll show you all the goodies we get. Back when I actually made things to repair, look, this thing's on a hinge to pop that down so the mechanic can come in and test everything and do his job all through this one little hole here. That's how things used to be. Repairable. Double copper on that, copper motor, and of course our magnetron. I'm going to take some parts off this because it's got a ton of silver in them. Other than that, the rest of it goes to the bye-bye trash. Shred. Because there's a little bit of copper and stuff in here, but they don't give you much more. And the only place to buy them is far away, and if I saved enough to go there, I'd have to have buckets and buckets, 50-gallon buckets filled with them to make it worth it. So they go to my shred. So you see I got all the wiring I could. I ain't digging all through the rest of it for a couple little bit of wire, but I got a good amount. All adds up. And all this will go in there because it'll be cleaned up later. And that's how we do it. And I'll fill the trash back up in there. All the trash from there goes right in there, and it goes out into the trailer for shred. So that's it for this one. I'll see you on the next one. Please hit that like and subscribe. I'll probably throw in what the board looks like, just so you can see before I go.